Okay, now we are going to, while the chicken finishes boiling, we're going to do the rice. And you put the pan so it'll be nice and warm, nice and hot. You can feel the heat when you can feel it right above the pan. Okay. Once it's hot, then you just drizzle some oil, vegetable oil. Just a little bit on the bottom, because we're going to fry the rice. And these are 2 cups of rice. Now we're going to let it fry.
Go.
As you have your rice in here, you be sure and mix your rice really good in with your oil so it kind of saturates it and it makes it easier to fry.
Because it'll fry evenly then if it's covered in oil, right, Mom?
Yes.
Okay.
It'll fry evenly.
Okay.
Okay.
Go.
Okay. Now while the rice is frying, then I'm going to pull out the chicken breast, put it on my board, and start cutting it in chunks or in pieces. Cover the broth. In the meantime, make sure that your rice is continually being stirred so that it fries evenly. Gently and evenly.
It'll start to change color, right, Mom?
Yes, it'll start getting white, but we want it on a light brown color. I want them in bite-sized pieces so that it's easier to consume. Okay. As the chicken breast, this is the length. Okay. Since the chicken breast is lengthwise, I like to cut it lengthwise first, and then you cut it crosswise. And that way your pieces of meat will be way more tender to bite. All this bite-sized
So you
pieces.
cut against the grain,
Mm-hmm.
and that works for both chicken and beef.
And beef.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Okay.
And let's see that rice, Mom.
And now the rice, see how it's turning color? Starting to turn a yellowish brown. We wanted all that color before we do anything to it. You have to keep stirring it so that it doesn't burn. Okay, when it's this toasted, then we put it aside or turn the fire off, and we start adding the broth. Don't burn yourself. And then we start adding the broth slowly, and it will bring up steam, so be careful, don't burn yourself. Do it gently, all over. That was 1 cup of broth, or half a cup of broth. Another cup. 3 cups to fill up the pan of water, or broth.
Go.
Okay, see, that's all the way up to pretty much the top of the pan, maybe a 1/4 of an inch from the top rim. Then we add our spices, which is comino, 1 tablespoon, 1 level tablespoon of comino, and 1 1/4 spoon of salt.
It's a half tablespoon, though.
A half a tablespoon, I'm sorry. It is a half a tablespoon of salt. Okay, mix it in gently.
And what's comino?
And comino is a spice, a cumin.
Yeah, but what's it called?
Cumin, comino.
Okay.
Then we add our chicken. Little chicken. And then we add 1, 2, 3 big serving spoons of tomato sauce. And Grandma's secret to this meal is 1 cube of chicken bouillon. And that's it. Now we will let it simmer, cover it and simmer it. And I use this screen so I can see. We'll simmer it until it's pretty much dry, about maybe 20 minutes. Okay, since we only did 3 chicken breasts, there's only 3 heaping tablespoons of tomato sauce.
Which is actually half a can of tomato sauce.
Yes, it comes to half a can. If you're adding more chicken, then you add the whole can of tomato sauce because it gives it the flavor, and you must add it at the beginning so that the chicken and the spices all marinate and marry together. Okay, there have been times when people...
Look, when I've ordered this before, it comes with carrots and peas and stuff like that, and onions. But this is just plain. There's nothing in it.
No, this is nothing in it. This is just plain. Your basic chicken and rice. You can always add carrots, pieces of carrots, peas, big chunks of onion, or small, whichever you want. But it will definitely change the flavor, the basic flavor. But it's up to you. This is your basic chicken and rice.
And whose recipe?
Grandma Dixie's, my mother's. Grandma Dixie's recipe. A lot of the kids did not like the vegetables, so she never put the vegetables in there. She would always cook the vegetables on the side dish, have a side dish.
Okay.